He was very strict, very funny, very dry sense of humour. You know, he really worked really hard because he wanted to make our life easier and teach us right ways and stuff. But yeah, Dad went to Spain, and he was actually diagnosed with asbestosis in Spain. He'd had a really bad cold and a chest infection and just could not get rid of this chest infection at all. So decided to go to the local hospital and go and see like their equivalent of the GP. So went in, said, can't get rid of this cough, it just won't go, blah, blah. And the consultant just picked his hand up, looked at his nails and went, you've got asbestosis? My dad went, how on earth do you know I've got that from my fingers? And my dad's fingers, the ridges and the cuticles, and they call it claw, hammer finger, and his fingers had started to change. So we got him back, and by the end of the October, he was being looked after by the amazing people at the QA. And that's when he went on to oxygen. And that's when, you know, all of our lives massively changed. Because Dad went on to palliative care in like the autumn of 2022, and Ruth, the lovely Hobbs nurse, would look after him at home. So that's when we started on the hospice journey. And then we went through Christmas, but we had that last Christmas. And we knew it was going to be Dad's last Christmas. And it was really hard because I love Christmas. My house looks like a Hallmark movie at Christmas. It's just, and I remember calling my sister one day going, I can't do this. I can't put the decorations up. Because when I take the decorations down, the next time I do it, my dad won't be here. But he was getting just deteriorating. He'd gone from dressing every single day to keeping his pyjamas on because he just couldn't dress. But I think both Hayley and I realised that Dad's disease had really, you know, deteriorated, and it was becoming really hard for him to do everyday living. And that wasn't fair. Dad didn't deserve that. That wasn't fair. Nobody deserves that. And then we got told Dad wasn't coming out, which we knew. Both of us woke up on a Thursday morning really early, and I was sitting in my dining room and I'd got my laptop on, and you know, you're trying to work, you're trying to be normal. And I got a phone call. Hi, is that Claire? Yeah, St Mary's Hospice. Okay, it's your dad. And I just went, I'm on my way. And all I remember the nurse saying, good, your dad's dying. So we went running down the corridor, we went to Dad, and the two nurses were sitting holding Dad's hands. And you know, that brings great comfort to both of us, because if we hadn't have got there, he was with somebody. So Dad then went into a lovely dreamy state. So about 3 o'clock, Anthony come in, he said, I'm just going to settle your dad. So we went into the room, and then again, Anthony, he opened the 2 doors to Dad's bedroom, and he just pointed to the 2 of us and went, you two get in here now, don't move. he passed away about 10 minutes later. And it was so beautiful and peaceful. We were just lost. The whole dynamics of the family changed. And you don't expect that in grief. You lose that person. You don't expect to lose yourself. We stayed for the event and it was amazing. It was just so full of emotion, so full of happiness and sorrow. There were so many emotions, but as a whole group together, we were all standing amongst strangers, but we were all sharing the same emotions, and it was almost like we got big arms hugging us. Everybody was looking after everybody. It was absolutely wonderful. And that's what people don't realise when you come into hospice. It isn't about the patient necessarily, it's about the family and creating those last memories. And we have nice memories.